Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. So, how was your week? And I so much believe that you had a great week. You had a good week. So, permit me to just allow people to join so that we can have a great session. And uh, while I wait people to join us, thank you. Somebody is online now, and I'm pleased to let you know that uh, things are evolving in the real estate space, and it's a beautiful time to also get yourself abreast to know some of these things so that it will help you to to make informed decisions whenever you want to venture into real estate, be it for personal use or be it for investment to build wealth with it. So it's always a good thing to arm yourself with great knowledge about the space, and also build a system for yourself that will checkmate, a checklist so to say, that will checkmate everything that you need to know, you need to do, such that you'll be able to make informed decisions. So this morning I will be speaking about Nigerians abroad, and even for anybody who is in country in Nigeria, it's a great thing that they must watch. And I'll be speaking about 5 things they must know. If you're a Nigerian abroad, there are 5 things you must know and you must do in order to prevent a case of what I ordered versus what I got. A case scenario of people sending money back home and then eventually maybe sending money to their families to build a home for them, to buy land for them, and eventually things turn out to be the fact that they neither see land nor their home, or rather they see the home but it does not meet up with the needs of their specifications, what they specify. So in order to prevent all of these things, I feel and I believe when you are greatly armed with knowledge, you'll be able to deploy it adequately such that it will help you to make informed decision, and you will not be defrauded of your hard-earned money. So I would like to start with a story. About 2 months ago, there was a story that trended online about a certain woman who had lived her life in the United States of America for several years, and she kept sending money back home to her brother in Nigeria to build a home, units of block of flats for her. On arriving to the country, she got disappointed, realizing that the location was wrong, the level of what they said they've achieved was bad. They bought a swampy place, the engineers that did work there did a shoddy jobs, and it was a total error and collapse. It was disheartening. So you can see in the video, the woman was wailing, the woman was crying, she was bitter. She felt disappointed that if a family member can do something like this to her, how much more people outside. So this has eroded the trust in the public space, even in real estate sector, that people who live abroad, they look at it, they think it twice, in fact couple of times, to be sure that they are in the right hand and they are making informed decisions such that people will not defraud them of their hard-earned money. So if this story resonates with you, and if this story also speaks to you and you want to know exactly what to do, so I will invite you to join me and watch this session very well. Watch it, be attentive, and then be careful to listen and take notes as well. This will help you, and when it does, you'll be glad that you are making informed decisions. So for me, let me just give you a big background of myself and what I do. So my name is Damilare Egunjobi. I'm a real estate advisor. I work in real estate space, and I love, to help people realize their dream homes. So I take people through the journey by holding their hands, just to ensure that we do a perfect job, thorough job for them, so that in their choice of real estate, decisions, they make credible, informed, and profitable decisions that will back their support. That will back that resonates with their lifestyles and everything that they need to know. So that's where I stand, and I've been doing it for a couple of years, and and I also want to help you as well, just to make sure that you make the right informed decisions whenever you want to make a real estate decision. So I cover, my niche is Lagos real estate space, and I can tell you for free what is going on, and that is the reason why I'm bringing this session onto you. So if you are getting value for this piece of information, the best thing you can do for me is to like and then also share. Let the people on your timeline, let the people who need to know about real estate happenings and what they need to know to make informed decision, hear it, let them know about it, and then you are doing them a very good service in that regard. So I will drive us just to establish some certain things you need to know. So for many people abroad, so those who live abroad, they are always skeptical. They want to come back home, they want to build their dream homes, so and they want to live a good life. They want to have his investment back home, because people always connect with their ancestral homes. So, and when they do, they want to be in a safe hands, so that they'll be able to make a living even back home, and then still connect with their roots. So, and that is the reason why there are things you need to know. We have had several cases of people who had that issues of saying, I don't want to invest in Nigeria anymore, nobody's to be trusted. But it's because you neglect some certain things, and when you neglect some certain things, some certain measures, all these troubles are bound to happen. But in order to prevent this from happening, what you can do is to leverage on system, and that is exactly what I'm here to discuss with you. And why the choice of building a home back home? Of course, we are connected with our families. We live in a communal environment where we have brothers and sisters. But this time around, at times, these our people, brothers, sister, are not knowledgeable enough to know that, the people abroad are actually really working so hard to earn a living, and the best they can do for them is to support them, and then to help them to actualize their dream and their interest back home. But many have this mindset about anybody who is abroad, they are working, they are better than they are back at home in Nigeria, and they believe that whenever they send money in, they are doing well, and they don't know that they work their self out. Most times, many of them, they do good number of jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, just to keep body and soul together, and to also have investment back home. So they do all of those things. So it's sort of a mentality issues back in the country, where people believe that whenever you see somebody abroad, all they want is that I want to get something from them. They don't even feel like sending something back to them, in appreciations that, my brother that is over there, let me send him maybe a bowl of gari, or a bowl, a dry fish or something, just to have a sweet and sweet relationship with them, because life is all about give and take. Give and take. So they have the mentality, and when you now fall into the hands of people who are so entitled that because you are their sister, you are their abroad, your responsibility is to send money back to them at home. You realize that when you give them responsibility to do. Most times, they do it grudgingly. And when it now comes to, like, investment that is capital intensive, such as real estate, putting such lump amount of money, into their hands to execute project like that, your dream home, where you want to live, where you want to, maybe even as investments, if you are building multi-family units of apartments, all those things, you really see that they will just squander it. So it's not all of them. We have had the report of people too, family members, who have done really great jobs, for their relatives abroad, and who have done amazingly well for them, giving them, good service delivery. So, and they have perfected all those things. So, and that is why, I said it is important that I bring this to your notice, so that you'll be able to take these 5 steps, correctly, such that it will not destroy you, it will not, manipulate you, and it will help you, to be, a game changer. You be on top of your game, understanding what is happening. So number 1 is that whenever you want to build a home, I know, reason being that you choose to build a home because you believe that it is cheap, and you choose to build a home for yourself by, employing contractor or whoever to express the kind of home you want to live, right? That is the reason why people choose to build home over buying a home. But now, the trouble associated with this, building a home and then buying a home is very, it's just a thin line. People don't want troubles. People will choose rather to buy a home, instead of, building a house, because they want to, oust out people who wants to make them dry. They want to oust people, who are not, compliant, or people who are not even also as professional, people that gives them headache. They just want to, save themselves from all these troubles, and then focus on just buying a home and then live in it, which is fine. It's good, you can buy a home. But if you really want to express your dream home, you want to, bring out your ingenuity, your creative into your, home, you want to demonstrate your lifestyle, what you believe in, because people have different tastes. Then people choose to go for building a home, and most times it is cheaper, and most times it is also, comfortable. You can do it at your own pace, bit by bit, step by step. You can graduate building this home, and you have a great result at the end of the day. So now, what are the things you must do if you live abroad and you want to build home back home? Number 1 is that you must be able to consult an architect. An architect will help you to, make a great designs of your home, so you can always go back and forth to adjust, and to make corrections to those, work, to those, designs, such that that you have really perfected it. And then you must, I skip one. First of all, you must get a land. So land is very important, because you cannot build on sky. You have to build on land. So land is very important. Land is key to real estate. Is the what we even call real estate. Is the land, is the earth, and then you must secure the land. And the process of securing a land starts with asking questions, looking for realtors, who can guide you, and advisors who can guide you, especially if you want to build a home of yourself. And then location then is important. So location is important. So if you choose to build a home in a city center, which is most dreams, the dreams of many people who live abroad, you want to live in a happening place in city center, like the areas that I cover in Lagos, you want to live in places like Herba, you want to live in places like, Ikeja, and, many of those happy places and the like. So they are great locations, and you must be able to also, look through. Internet will be of great help in this regard. When you check, you can have, the average price points of a land in a certain location. So like in Maryland, there is the average price point for a 300 square meter of land and 500 square meter of land, or even something that is bigger. So you can always have an idea of that, and you can ask around. So when you ask around, when you ask questions from people, they will be able to give you their ideas, and that will be a guide for you to make informed decision in your purchase of land. And one other thing you must also do, when you are doing that, is that you must also verify the titles. Every land has a title. And what is a title? That is a document that said that you own the land, that specify that this land is not under the influence of the government, like government has it as a committed land. So if it is not a committed land, so is it good to go? And then you must also align with the town planning arrangements of the city, because you cannot build a residential home in an industrial zone. So that is forbid. You can't do that. So if you do it, if you go ahead to do it, troubles might pop up in that regard, and then your building might be demolished. We have cases of people who bought wrong land, bought federal government land at Ajawa Estate years back. And then when federal government wanted to expand the airports, because they encroach into the land of the airport, they demolished those buildings. So you would want to do proper verifications to ensure that the land you are buying is good. And while doing that, you can consult the service of an advisor realtor. So I do that. So if you need a verification process, you want us to verify land for you, you can consult me. We will do that at a fair charge. So we do that. So once you completed that process to verify that the land you want to buy is perfect and it has no defect, then you are good to go to make purchase and to make arrangement. And one other things we also carry out is to know reasons why they are buying the land, and ways to verify that is to ask those people who you ask the person who owns the land. In the case of people who in the case of death, maybe the owner is there, is no more alive, and then the children are there, you must be able to understand and bring all the children together. They must be able to give you an indemnity form, and then saying that they want to sell, and everybody must append to it. And you also need a help of a lawyer to do all these verifications, for you to be sure that everything is tight. It's watertight process. You have done the background check, you have done everything, then you can go ahead to make payments for it. So that is simply the process of land acquisition. So immediately you acquire land, the next thing to do is to consult your architect. Of course, you have in your mind the kind of home you want to build, be it single family homes, 5-bedroom duplex or semi-detached duplex, or you want to also erect block of flats for investment. It's always a good thing. So you can always bounce this idea back and forth with your architect, and they will be able to come up with the great designs that resonate with your lifestyle for you. And then immediately after that, so you need to also employ the work of a quantity surveyor. So, and that is very, very pivotal for you to detect any fraud, for you to detect any inadequacies, for you to detect any error, and any snitch moves from anybody that is helping you to manage this. So immediately you consult the service of a quantity surveyor. They will be able to help you to do the proper costing to actualize the dream from grant to final completion. It's very important. So people want to cut corners when it comes to this, but the more you try to cut corners by not employing the service of professionals who can help you to tight all the loose ends, you realize that you pay more for it. And it's always you waste time, you waste resources when you are paying more and you also pay more for it. So it's always advised that when you want to do a thing, a project like home development back home, consult the service of professionals, such as a realtor that will help you, to guide you through, the service of a lawyer, who will help you to tie the loose end, to look at the paperwork, and then know that every terms and conditions in that document is to your favor, to the best of your interest. So immediately, quantity surveyor are very important, to home building, and they are very good, in detecting fraud, such that they give you an estimate of the costing of home building. Maybe you want to build, maybe you are planning to build a 2-bedroom flat and 3-bedroom flat. There is a costing they do concerning those homes, that will give you an overview of what you are going to spend. It might not be exact amount, but once you see that you are overshooting your budget, above that in hundreds of, in larger percentage, you should know that somebody is somewhere making you of your hard-earned money. So in that regard, when you consult a service of a quantity surveyor, so they will do all the costing analysis for you, looking at the price of material in the market, cost of labor, cost of implementations, and all those things, and then they will bring it back to you, such that you will understand what you are going in for. Remember, the Bible said that there is nobody that would want to build a house that will not first do the costing. You have to do costing. Costing is very important concerning achieving a project. So when you do that, so it gives you an overview. So when anybody is bringing, crazy quotations, for you, you'll be able to cut it, because you have something that a professional has done for you. You'll be able to look through it, and then even though there is going to be a slight change, the percentage of changes will not be that much, will not be that obvious, such that it will affect you. So immediately after that, then you can employ the service of project manager. Project manager are very important, and most times they are done by engineers. So these are engineers who will help you to translate every designs into a process, so that into implementation, so that they will start building the home, and at every level. And one of the things that the project manager will do, for you, is to, give you an overview of every work. We call it we call it, work program. So that work program, would explain at each steps, at each levels of, development in building this home. So it will help you to know how you will disburse your money in batch. Maybe, they are doing setting out, you deploy money for setting out. After they complete the setting out, maybe they are doing, the digging, the excavations of the earth. And then once they finish the excavation, you deploy your money, for that, for that, project in that regard. Immediately they said they want to do German floor. So you'll be able to understand every level of the process of development. So, and as such, when obnoxious, and crazy quotations are coming, you already know, based on the service of the quantity surveyor, who are giving you overview of the likely cost of completions of the unit of apartment you are trying to build. So it will help you, it will save you. So, and immediately after that, the next thing to do is to, assign somebody, a monitoring person that will give you regular updates, and that regular update has to do with, like, doing live video for you. Thank God we're in the age of technology. There is no way people will just, go somewhere and just, do all sort of these things, for you, and then just snap for you and just, edit it and the like. So we're in the age of technology, so they can always go there, make videos for you, at every completions of each work program, for the developments you are putting in place. So they'll be able to do all these things, and they will be able to, to give you a report adequately. So failure to, give you a report, signal that there is something funny going on. So, and when there's something funny going on, you'll be able to, quickly nip it in the bud and then address it adequately. So, and when you do all these things, it will help you, to make sure that you are not defrauded of your hard money. So I said again that, number 4, I think I'm in number 4 now, is that you should employ a service of a monitoring, supervisor, somebody that will supervise the project for you, that will adequately be giving you timely reports concerning the project, and it has to be a neutral body, a neutral personality, such that they protect your interest and solely your interest, and then you'll be able to ask them questions, and then they will be able to also look at everything, in compliance with standards, such that they will they will engage the service of professionals to look at what they are doing at the site, and then to see that it really commensurate with standards. So these are checks and balances you put in place, just to so that does not mean you cannot involve your the service of your family to help you to carry out one or two things. So if you do, you have to also put checks and balances in place, and the checks and balances you can put in place are simply what I have analyzed to you: employing the service of professionals, such that they'll be able to nip all these things in bud, and when they are coming, when you sense any foul play, you'll be able to quickly nip it in the bud and address it adequately. So if you are getting value for this insight that I'm sharing about real estate, how you can build a home, how you can prevent what I ordered versus what I got in your home building journey, especially for Nigerians abroad who want to build home in Nigeria. Even if you are in Nigeria, you also want to build home. We have had crazy stories of people, even while they are here, and contractors are still doing shoddy jobs for them. So these are steps you need to follow. These are things you need to imbibe, you need to deploy, you need to apply, such that you'll be able to protect your hard-earned money and your interest and your even peace of mind too. Because if they don't build the right home for you, you realize that the home might cave in, the pillars are not there and all right, and everything, the column and everything. So all these things, you have to do a proper check and balances for it, and then you'll be able to find yourself in a safe destination. So when it comes to real estate, so and I would like to also establish that building a home is good, is great. And also, people don't want to, fall victim of all this, incompliance and the trust issues they have with people back home, and they choose to also buy a home. So buying a home, versus building a house, what is the advantage? People love to save themselves from headache. People don't want to, go through the wahala of, because look, your sanity is important, and that's why many people are buying homes. So there are homes you can buy in the city of Lagos, and it has to do with your price points, your budget in mind. So if you know that you want to save yourself from headaches from people, from associates, from friends, you don't want to go through the trouble and journey of saying you are consulting the like the service of professionals, and you keep going back and forth and the likes, but you just want to buy the house, buy home, and then you move in directly. You don't want to go through all the troubles. So there are fantastic homes in the city of Lagos which I can introduce to you. They are great home, and and it depends on your budget. So if you have an adequate budget, there are single family homes and there are also investment homes. So for a single family home, that means that is the place where you want to live, a home you want to live. Probably, when you come into the country, you want to rest, you want to relax, you need a home. So, and you choose to go for a family, single family home. So these are great. We have homes in different locations in Lagos, from Ikeja, Maryland, Yaba, we have in Lekki, Axis, we have in VIP, Ikoyi. So we can always show you around, and then work with you based on your budget, and then advise you adequately, what you need to do, the adequate budget for each locations of your interest, and then as well guide you on things to do. So again, and if you're also looking at it from the investment standpoint, that you want to invest back home, if you live abroad, you want to invest back home, and then you are looking for what you can do, especially something that will give you money, because since you are not living here actively, you are not living in Nigeria actively, it's just once in a while that you come around, maybe during the festive period, or maybe when you have a function in Nigeria, that's why you come home. So there are homes you can buy too, and I've always be a proponent, a preacher of an investment home, and investment home are decent, compatible homes these are homes that can compete well in the rental market. These are homes that can do well in, for short let. So, and these are investment homes that people are buying. So investment home are simply the bungalows, the apartments, 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment, studio apartment, 1-bedroom apartment. So these are homes that you can buy, you can own. When you own a unit, you can always deploy it into the rental market, and you can start building a cash flow, meaning that cash will keep coming into your hands. So we call it, I don't want to use the word because of they call it cash cow. So but then it's something that keeps giving you money. So it's just like you go there every now and then, you take your milk, a cow that you are feeding for milk, you take your milk and you sell the milk, you earn money. Something like that is what apartment is meant to be. It's meant to give you money. So when you rent it out, you earn money. And this is a practice that has been there over years. Our fathers, did that. They worked on that, and they earn money through it. Some are still earning money, So an apartment for rental market is not supposed to be a big apartment. Though we have the few, creme de la creme, personality in the society that want big, single family home, as a rented apartment, but they are not very prominent. They don't do much of, they are not really much in the market space. So to be on the safer side, so it is always advised that you consider investment home. So these are 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom, 1-bedroom studio apartments, and we have them, across the city, in Lagos, Nigeria here. So there are, certain projects that I can show you, which they are very fair. And then when you want to also finance them, you can finance them, on installment windows, meaning that once you put down the initial price point of down payment, you can spread the remaining, amounts for a period of, for a couple of months. One of such development that I would love to speak about is a project, going on in Awoyaya. So it's a lovely project that you will love. It consists of 3-bedroom. And is a 3-bedroom bungalow, semi-detached, and is doing so well. We call it the castle. Is in Awoyaya, along Lagos, Lekki Epe corridor. So it's a very lovely project that is doing well. It's doing amazingly well, and it's something that can fetch you rental income. So, and the price point is 33 million naira. So, and it has a 6-month window plan. So I will put the link at the end of this session at the end of this live session, so that you'll be able to look through it and then look it up, and then you can make your decisions based on that if it resonates with you. So, and it's a lovely project. Why you should buy it is that it will fetch you money. So if something is going to put money in your pocket, so why do you have to worry? So, and people are living there, so it's a livable place. So it's an abode that is livable. So the road network is good, is great, and you will enjoy great cash flow from there, and also cash gain, because your property will keep appreciating. We keep telling people that property would appreciate, will always appreciate. So, and that is it. So now going forward, so there are also other product I would love to share, and this product is very close and dear to my heart, and it's a project that I understand the backstory of this development, and the backstory will really wow you, because when you understand the intent and purpose of a thing, it resonates. You'll be able to connect and find yourself in it. And and this is a project of a 3-bedroom holiday homes in Ekpe. So the backstory of this development is simple, that we want to create a home that will giving you money. We also want to create an experience for you, a place of experience first, and a place of cash return. So it keeps giving you money, and that project is called the Aces 3-bedroom holiday homes. So it consists of bungalows, and we are building limited units of this apartment. So it's going to be a 25 units apartment of bungalows, and these bungalows would help you to earn cash flow in rental market. So, and it's so designed in such a way that if you also want to live there, you can live there. In Ekpe today, the price point of a resort, I will talk about Ekpe Resort and Spa. If you want to live in Ekpe Resort and Spa, the average price of a room in Ekpe Resort and Spa is 60,000 naira per night. 60,000 naira per night. So now imagine, and this project that I'm talking about, the Aces, is just about 10 minutes drive away from Ekpe, Resort and Spa. So look at it from the standpoint of, if you have such a unit of holiday homes in Aces, 3-bedroom holiday homes, if you have a unit, you can tell of how much you will earn in rental income, because the backstory is that there will be a facility management in place such that it will be an experience home, a resort where people can live and earn living as well. So, and whenever you want to also leave the city hustle and bustle, and you just want to retire somewhere where you can retreat, you can have a good time with the family, you can it's also a place you can always go to just to enjoy yourself. And the interesting part about this project is that you can pay for it on installments. It's a project that we want to deliver in 2 years. So if you want to also follow us in this journey to have this great experience in having a unit of holiday homes with in your portfolio of real estate as an investor, you can start with initial down payment of 1.5 million naira. So 1.5 million naira will help you to secure a unit. You can spread the rest of the payment across 12 months and even 24 months. But I always advise that you secure it for 12 months so that you know that this project, you have secured your unit, and you'll be rest assured that cash flow will start flowing in. So, and that is an Ekpe Access. Another one that is also very close and dear to me is another project called the Beachwood Park. Consists of units of 3-bedroom homes to bungalow. It's a lovely project. I've been speaking about this project, and because of the location of this project, and the developers of this project, they have a great track record. So they have amazing, in developments, units of apartments with great infrastructures in place. So, and infrastructure is very pivotal to any development. You need good road, access road, you need security, you need good water system, you need good drainage system, you need great ambience, gardens, where you can walk your dog if you have one, place where children can play, children playground, a swimming pool, even a gym where you can sweat it out, when you really want to work out. So these are great facilities that are in this place, and I feel it will benefit you. And the price points for this is just 41 million naira. So, and great and amazing things that you can do with that is that you can finance this with mortgage. So if you have a mortgage, and or probably you want to employ your pension plan arrangements, maybe you want to use your RSA, that's your retirement savings, savings, you want to use it, you can use 25% of your retirement savings to invest and finance and purchase this home. So it will be a great thing, and you can spread the payment plan across 18 months. It's so sweet, it's a sweet deal that I will love everyone who takes interest to key in it. So, and it will be so rewarding that eventually in few years to come, you start seeing the results, and you start knowing that you make a right investment. And I'll be here to guide you all through this. And so if this interests you and you want to know more, and you want to us to jump on discussion, so my number is on the pin there, so you can always reach out to me. So I'll be glad, to work with you. I'll be glad, to show you around and to show you a couple of investments and understand your investment journey in real estate. I hope this has been of great help to you, and then you will love to, take actions on it. So if this help, if you are watching this, the best you can help me to do is to share it, to a couple of times to people, share it, like it, and for other people to see it. So I look out for your help. So if there is any question, you can just drop your question here, and I'll be able to attend to them. So drop your question. So without, if there is no any other question, so we'll call it a wrap today, and then I will see you on Friday on this another beautiful live section of Facebook on real estate, investment in Lagos, the dynamics of it. So we're going to be having a good time. So see you. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your week, and God bless you. Bye. Bye. Peace out.